Welcome back, Rhal and Squash, to The Lucky Die. Previously, Rhal gets offered a job as a consultant, and Squash gets fired from the lodge. Rhal did a nostalgic tour of Falsam, checking in on his old house, his new home, and also Caden, who offers Rhal a life after the apocalypse, one that doesn't involve any more fighting. Meanwhile, Squash has a series of conversations about his old job and his new. What does Squash need to stop time for? How good will Rhal be as a guard? And how easily will they be able to even find Daemaer? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to The Lucky Die.
We find ourselves at the Major Circle at, not that we really have 5 p.m, but roughly 5 p.m, shortly after we left Squash the last time. And the pair of you kind of meet roughly the same time outside the Major Circle. So ready to go from there whenever, if you would want to interact a bit, or if you just want to go straight in there, straight to business, I'll leave this up to you.
Well, I'm assuming Rhal is excited to meet with Daemaer, so I think Squash is not like dragging his legs. Hey,
gets up and keeps moving.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a quick question for Demi, and then we can go find Trampel and get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, and Squash is just gonna mosey on.
Yeah, you walk into the building and there's a lot less people than when you were here last time, the pair of you. It's basically just Demi and like one other person who's obviously off in areas where the scribes or where the classrooms normally are. And you can hear the sounds of magic going off in that room. But yeah, otherwise like Demi's just like heads down and you can see all these like scrolls flying around and all these like quills writing things out and like little explosions of magic going off all around. So there's occasional just like going off on occasions. Nothing to be concerned about. There's no flames. It's just a little bit wild right now.
We're heading off, Demi. Did you give that question any thought?
Yes. She says that without looking up at all. Her hand gestures going there, but she's still reading whatever the fuck she's reading. She says, yes, ask a dragon if a soul vessel can work the same as a body.
Can a soul vessel work the same as a body?
Just yes, for like in installation purposes for a soul. Like can a soul? And she looks up. Can a soul be in a soul vessel and it receive the same like protections that it would be in a body? I kind of need to know that. There's a thing I want to try, and it's yeah, that would be great.
I'll ask them that.
Thanks.
Magic sounds so scary.
It can be, but like, I guess you just need someone to show you like cute magic. I can't right now that you can see, and she gestures to the magic that's still going off behind her. I can't exactly right now, but maybe like Trampel could show you some like nice magic when you chat with him in a minute. Trampel! Hey! Yeah. And you just like see him like walk up from the corridor from a completely different direction from where she was yelling. Yeah, and he just kind of like begins to make his way along the corridor.
Here, Demi, you gave me the ring back, but in case magic gets scary, you maybe should hold on to it.
But if magic gets scary, how are you going to call me? Like, if you get scared of magic,
Squash is coming with me for now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but when I'll take it, but when you come back, you take it back from me because like you won't be able to call me if you.
Yeah, when I'm left alone somewhere, I will just like, I don't know, Someone can message me if needed. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, she reaches out and she'll take the ring from you. You see that she just slides it on one of her fingers. Yeah, and by that point, like, Trempel has kind of like rocked up to the desk. He looks a little bit tired, but like kind of, you know, end of day, 5 p.m. kind of, this is a Friday, wants to go home kind of a thing. But you fuckers have turned up. All right. So, Telnath?
Yes.
Yes. We need to pick up Emma, and then I need you to take us to Daemaerius.
Right. Gotcha. All right. He puts hands out and puts one on like each of your shoulders, and like a moment later, you just feel that kind of like right around where your navel is, and you find yourselves standing in the streets. You can see that there is the inn that at least Rhal will be familiar with off to one side. You can see that there is a Carson's a bit further along, which has a closed sign on it because no. And you can see like little houses and a blacksmith around. It's actually raining, so it's quite dark up here, a bit of a shift from where you were. And it's that really cold sleet that like it feels like it should be like hailstone cold, but when it hits the ground, it just turns to slush. It's quite unpleasant and quite windy, so that we have an excuse for the wind outside of our. Yeah, it's not a terrible storm, but it's not something you want to be out in. Looking around casually, you don't see any sign of Emma yet.
Surely she's at the inn. I would try to like get out of this weather at the heart speed.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know how well Emma knows the area, so probably.
So, and you see that like Trempel like pulls on his collar, and you see that a hood kind of appears and a cloak, and he's like, "You decide. I'm gonna wait the inn till you're done. Laters." Yeah, he just goes straight for the inn at this point. Pulls his cloak around him. He's not having fun.
Remind me, V, because it's been almost a month since we recorded last. What was the situation with Cole? I think his name was
Salt.
Did Emma manage to track him down, or did we give up on him?
She was chasing him down.
Yep, we gave up on him. Okay, just wanted to make sure I wasn't misremembering.
Yeah, she was tracking him, and so far as she understood, he's heading towards Beligbud, and he had and was doing something, but obviously she's chasing him, so she can't figure out what. But yeah, that's all she really knows. And when you contacted her, she was a little bit away from Telnath.
Yeah. Was the intention to head him off at Beligbud? Do I have that memory right?
Someone was going to alert the guards there to keep an eye out for Salt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Done with the
whether that got remembered or not, yeah. I don't remember, but I don't think it was. But we can just say that they were alerted regardless. Like, there was plenty of time to have done that.
All right. Squash is then, as Trempel like walks away, Squash is just going to take a quick scan of the area. And see if he sees a lot of people staring at something, if there's like a crowd anywhere, or if he sees like a person that is hiding their entire body, not just the telltale sign of hiding a tail.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check for me, please. I mean, I don't know why I'm asking, but just do it anyway.
That's okay.
Humour me for old times.
There's somebody out there that can really easily beat my perception checks, and that would be Emma.
True.
So I rolled a 26 on my perception roll against Emma's hide a tail roll.
I'm going to roll, but I'm not going to tell you whether it's for Emma or not.
See, I'm so glad the agent's in hell and I don't have to worry about it.
Who could be here?
Looking around the town itself and trying to look out for maybe a suspicious-looking Emma type person, you don't notice anyone that seems to be hiding their tail and kind of like having a glance up, like coming up on the roofs and looking between the alleyways. Most people are just kind of like running from the storm, and they seem to be in twos or threes. You see like one lone figure, but like he throws back his hood and throws his head up to look at the oncoming water and throws his hands in the air, and you hear him proclaim about the joys of the water god coming to cleanse the earth. But you don't spot Aimer. You also don't spot Salt, so I'm just going to give you that. Like, you don't spot a dwarven man on horseback looking really sinister, like, I ate all your food. Like, you don't spot that either.
Wiping away the crumbs of bread.
Yeah, you don't spot that.
What do you mean, a man proclaiming the arrival of the water gods?
Why? I just wanted to have someone who's standing suspiciously on their own. Like, what are they going to do? They're worshipping the water gods for cleansing Bikron.
Okay.
Not everyone is clued in about the blissful eclipse, but most people.
No. It's also just a quintessential signposting for side quests. I'm like, we don't have time for side quests. Don't give me some loony.
Go speak to him. I dare you.
Only if he has an Irish accent.
I can't do them. Damn. You don't spot Aimer. You don't spot Salt. You don't spot anyone acting suspiciously other than the guy who's proclaiming to the water gods. You notice that Carstens is closed suspiciously early. Mm-hmm. That's kind of it, really.
All right. I'm taking that all these suspicious things are V saying, get the fuck out of the roads. So, yeah, I think Squash, is just going to gesture at the inn. I can't see her anywhere outside, so my assumption is the inn. Would you know if she has any other places you would like to go?
No. I don't really know how she does all these things, so I don't know if she would be closer to Salt or if she would just I guess she said she would find us.
She did say that. You do stand out, friend.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Squash and Rhal together stand out like a sore thumb.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, Squash is reverting to that fucking disgusting in-between where-atism. Life's gonna get fucking sucky. The two of us are great. Squash is just gonna start moving towards the inn, trying to get out of the sleet.
The pair of you make your way into the inn. It's warm, thankfully. The floor has little pools of water all over it. You can see that there is a barman. He's like a 6'6" human male, darkish skin and dark hair. And he's just cleaning various things, but there really isn't a lot of people in here other than Trempal, who's sitting at the bar in his normal attire, who just seems to be drinking this very, very frothy kind of beer with a look of absolute disgust because this beer does not taste good. It has not had time to age properly. And there's a little bit of food being served, but not a lot. You can smell that kind of eggs being fried and scrambled and, a tiny little bit of pork in the air, but that's kind of it, really. There's no one here other than Trempal.
Would you like a drink?
Might as well.
Do you have a favorite or just water or beer? Ale? Wine?
Just water is fine right now. I'm a bit tired already. Rhal is definitely dragging. Being more exhausted lately is more dragging his tail along than anything. Looks kind of messed up.
Squash goes to the bar, and he's going to put a silver piece on the table. Hey, something to drink for me and my friend. My friend's feeling a little bit, out of sorts, Angelus. Do you have anything fun on tap?
Let me have a look. Upset stomach or just nerves?
Tired. It's been very, very, very long day.
Gotcha. Leave it to me. And you hear him clanging around, and he pulls out a couple of drinks, and the one he puts in front of Rhal just has a tinge of purple in it. And he says, "Should be enough to keep you awake at least until bedtime. Not much more than that. Thank you for the silver." So, this one here doesn't seem to be very chatty. And he points at Trembel, who just has the look of like, I just want to go home. What's this place holding for two travellers such as yourself?
We're meeting up with a friend of ours.
Oh, local round here? Perhaps I know him.
Squash looks over to Rhal.
It looks kind of like me, but yellow, orange, gold.
Hmm.
Gold.
You know, gold. Orange.
Gold. I remembered. It's gold.
It's been so long.
Seems. I need to put some more of this in your drink, mate. He says, no, but you're not the first one to ask about someone like that. And he kind of like leans down and like picks up another glass and begins to clean it out properly.
Who else asked about her?
Oh, there's a traveller yesterday. Yeah, it must be yesterday. It wasn't the day before, because day before we were filled with a lot of people going in a different direction. No, it was I don't know, middle-aged guy.
Little shifty
Sort of
looking
like
dwarf.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, mate, but yeah, a dwarf for sure.
That's not good. The dwarf, his name...
Is this person you're looking for? Are they got a bounty on him or anything? He definitely looks hopeful.
Squash puts another silver piece on the table and just like pushes it towards him. Being the
all right.
Being the telltale sign of like, you're going to be quiet about the rest of this conversation, right? You're going to be cool.
Gonna be cool. Yeah.
No, the dwarf is somebody we were searching for, where we kind of gave up on. The fact that he knows about our friend is actually kind of worrying.
No.
Yeah, the dwarf's part of a whole cult thing. They were doing a thing that we were not appreciative of. Had something to do with the food scarcity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion roll for me.
Oh no. Why is Squash doing this? Rhal, are you good at this?
Well, I have a level of exhaustion, which gives me disadvantage.
Okay. Well, then a flat zero persuasion roll.
We believe in you, Squash.
Oh, that's a 12. That's above average.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, he was headed to Belegbu not that long before, carrying a clearly obvious hammer sort of thing. Yeah, he was travelling up round by the mountains. He's staying on the correct side of Dust Plateau, and then he's going to cut across to the woods.
Squash is going to describe Kesa's hammer, I think is the name. Kesa's?
Yeah, he nods.
Why does he have that?
You motherfucker, how did you guess that? Fuck you.
It came up very recently in Squash's backstory.
Oh, okay.
Squash and Damas were talking about the hammer earlier today.
Damn it, yeah, you're right, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you forget a month ago, but remember that one completely obscure detail?
Because my brain has been waiting for this hammer to come bite me in the ass as we created it in my backstory.
But when he describes it, like when he gestures to the size of it, it is like the full-size Case's hammer and not like the replica, which is slightly smaller, which is the one that you would have stolen.
Wait. How would he have that?
Beats me, mate. So you say it's something to do with this food shortage? And he kind of like leans on the bar.
Yeah. Him and a bunch of his cultist friends, they did like a weird spell thing. They're trying to like usher in like a new age. You know how these cultists do. They're not.
Yeah. There's like Steve out the front who's wailing about water all the bloody time. I think he's lost it, to be honest, mate.
At least he's praising the water and not trying to poison it. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think they'd do something like that, the cult, would they?
Salt's cult? 100%.
You already tried to starve you. Why would he not try to finish you any other way?
I don't know. I guess I hadn't figured the possible worst option is that we also poison our water. All right. And he puts like his hands like behind his head and he's clearly like pondering and thinking something.
If you have any information about Salt's traveling crew, that would be very helpful. But it sounds to me like we might have to.
He weren't. He was traveling alone. All right. What can I help you with? Make it very quick, and then sling your hook. I've got things to get on with.
Let me see. I don't think I'm missing anything, so I think Squash is just gonna ask for like. No, wait. Squash can make good berries, so he's not gonna steal this man's food. No, I think Squash is just gonna like tip his cup at him. Like, I think we're good, but we might have to change our travel plans.
Do you know where the Dragonborn one like me went?
Look, I'll be honest with you, mate. I think I've only ever seen like you, if you call yourself Dragonborn before. You're the only one. No, I'm going to get some people together and we're going to go after him. This Salt guy, right?
Yeah, but
What's his name?
Be careful. He is quite dangerous. There's a reason why there isn't just a simple bounty on his head. That would just get a bunch of bounty killers dead.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I mean, I have disadvantage, so it probably is nothing. Hint, Squash.
Yeah, okay. I'll join you in
Rhal
your
looks suddenly
insight.
suspicious. Yeah, you can both roll. It's fine.
It's an 11.
Oh, I rolled a 7.
Oh, no.
Total? A 7 total?
Yeah, I have +4 and I rolled a 3.
You don't, either of you get a good bead on him. Like, you're not, he seems like very like, I'm going to get up and go and do this because fuck.
Okay.
He's giving off a lot of that energy.
Squash is going to elbow Trampel. Like, do you think that's a good idea?
Depends. He's got magic users, you got warriors, and the guy's like, yeah, I've dealt with enough pub fights. We've got enough people here in town that can deal with this. Yeah. If we cut through the woods, we'll get to where he said he was going to cross far earlier than he was. Yeah. Get out. And he kind of like picks up his stuff. You can see that he reaches behind the bar and he picks up like this like really big bat-looking thing that has like these blades embedded in it. And you can tell he knows how to use this. And you can see he begins to like bustle around in the back and like begin to pick up supplies and such like.
How long do you think your travel to meet him will take? Squash looks at Rhal like unsure of our current trajectory.
Ugh, mate, like, he left he came into town yesterday morning. He's kind of like moving at the same time as he is talking. He came into town yesterday morning. He was on horse. We've got horses that are way faster than his, and we can travel far lighter. I don't know. If he's going the path we think he is and he had to stop last night, we'd probably get in there 2 days, catch up with him.
Please be careful. There's no honor dying on the side of the road.
No, but there ain't no honor poisoning our food either.
True. Oh boy. All right. Squash gets up. And
at this point, he's kind of like ushered the three of you like to the door.
Like
drink. He's obviously like, huh? Chug a drink. You feel like slightly invigorated.
To temporarily get rid of my exhaustion disadvantage.
Yeah, for like 2 hours as you drink the world's first Red Bull. Sorry, purple mongoose. As you drink the world's first purple mongoose. You feel like slightly rejuvenated. Yeah, for the next let's say 2 hours, you don't have to be exhausted. But you will feel really tired later. He's kind of like at the door and like the gentleman's like ushered the three of you out. And you see him immediately like taking across the pathway to where the blacksmith's place is. And you hear him beginning to like shout, but it's not really audible. You can't make out the words that he's saying. Not even you, Squash, though.
But I can read his lips.
You can't read his ass, though.
The ass is the lips of the behind.
Oh,
Not wrong.
So I feel I should not have said that. Yeah, Squash is just kind of watching the guy go and like rally together a mob, and
kind of, yeah.
he's just kind of. I don't feel right about this.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid they're just going to get themselves killed.
Oh, you see Trampal put like a hand over his face and like stroke the stubble that is beginning to grow there. And he says, tell you what, I'll send you an Aimer if Aimer gets here in the next, like, before these guys have gone too far. I'll send you Daemaerius and I'll go with them.
Don't, you have work to do, Trampal.
What, you think chasing this, like, absolute slime weasel down ain't a good use of the major circle leader's time?
True.
We've all got shit to do, mate. Now, provided that Aimer gets this soon, I'll go with them. No problem.
Thank you. I know that hammer is a powerful artifact, and in the wrong hands, yeah. Wait,
Yeah, understood.
didn't Bokum have that artifact last?
Put it on the stand, right?
Yeah, we put it on the stand. How does
Yep.
he have it?
Does it not need to be on the stand anymore? Could we get things off the stand?
I mean, I guess so.
Maybe they don't have their magical value, but is he going to fuck with the fourfold? Claiming to be the new leader now that we have...
Well, I wouldn't put up with that shit.
But you don't
mean-
have the hammer.
Like, but I hate him. Bokum's still a leader.
He ain't around and he doesn't have the hammer. Wasn't that the rule of the
They
fourfold?
don't know that he's not around. I recently had him going around the fourfold, actually, before I interrupted him
Yeah.
again. I had him going around to rally them up a bit.
Strange. All right.
Do you know what? Yeah, that's a very good point. We could definitely get some of the fourfold. I think there's a couple of people I know that would be up for the fight. Up for a fight.
What if it's something like to do with Kesa and the Sentinels? What if it's to do with that? Like we were disconnected from the gods or whatever?
Yeah.
Maybe that kind of thing is needed for us to be disconnected.
I don't think Daichin had Sentinel artifact when he split the planes, but he did do a lot of research and Demi has a lot of it.
Well, he didn't disconnect us from Sentinels the first time, did he? I don't think so. Just gods and the stalking and...
I think.
Yes, you were only attached to the stalking plane the first time.
Yeah, he closed
Okay,
Because
so
the
it
gods
was-
came back and the time had rolled forward. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, sounds like he's just drawing a bigger bullseye on his back then. Whatever he's up to, we're gonna have to stop him then.
You see, like, as you're talking about this, like, you see Trampel's eyes are kind of going a little bit wide as he's, like, considering, like, what you're talking about and if and how that would be possible.
It is... Rhal would probably know. Is there a fourfold in Baligbud? Because I don't know.
There's, like... take a history check, because you would never have been there, but take a history check.
You're not on disadvantage because you had purple mongoose.
Yeah. 18.
Wow, that purple mongoose came in hard. Yeah, you know that there is not like on the island of Baligbud itself, but you do know that kind of like to the north of Baligbud, there's apparently an entrance to the fourfold there.
Okay, well, they do have their own fourfold spot.
He may
So
be just,
maybe there?
yeah, he may be just trying to like create division, you know?
With the hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah. A schism. Since we don't have Bogrim or the hammer, it kind of gives us less.
Here's my thing. I'm not sure this is like a political move, like you were saying. I was trying to get Bogrim to organize them, rally them up. They're not a very organized group of people, you know what I mean? They kind of just hang out and fight most of the time. But that was what I was trying to do. I don't think that he's going to like, if he was trying to go after one of our resources, one of our groups of people, I don't think this is one of them yet. I think we were trying to make it one, but I don't think he can rally them necessarily. If, you know, that's something I was trying to get Bogrim to do in the first place.
I think that concern about Kaisa, from what little I understand, that could be a concern.
You think he's going after a sentinel?
I don't know. But why else would you have the relic of a sentinel? Maybe it's to harm her. Maybe it's to shut us off from him again. Maybe it's to, I don't know, create a god. I don't know. I don't know what's possible, but I don't feel comfortable with that being in his hands.
No.
I mean, it's not. He might be more magical than we think. Maybe not. Maybe.
Shit, I'm out of sending.
You have the ring and Demi has the ring.
I was going for Aima.
Oh, that's true. We do need to fight him. I was already, my mind was panicking and being like, we should tell Demi ASAP. I know we just talked to Demi, but hey, Demi, oops.
Hey, you know I gave you this ring less than 30 minutes ago. I'm panicking about magic.
Magic is scary, Demi. Rhal, you just left.
Rhal,
yeah, it's scary
what
already.
could have...
Trempa can.
Trempa sending?
Yep. He did the hand thing to get it.
Oh, right, yes. Yes, he did do sacrificings. Trempel, could you let Rhal send to Aima? So we can know where she is, so we can get on with our part of the thing, you can do with your part of the thing, because I'm afraid those guys, they're rallying a really good-looking mob, like pitchforks. I'm seeing pitchforks.
He probably can't swing that hammer very well, yeah? So, if he's not trying to swing hammer, then...
He's definitely more, and Squash would know this from being a youngster, he's definitely more like a hand axe and a knife boy. You're seeing like a good-sized mob assemble. There are, thank you, pitchforks, torches, but there are clearly like magical weapons being held as well, and just seeing like, you know, magical orbs beginning to like float around and provide light. You can see that there are a few magic casters that are still capable of casting good berry and getting everyone ready to get up and go. You see them like go over to the inn and pull a few horses, and you can see them going out to some of the farms in pursuit of getting more faster modes of travel.
I hate this so much. I hate mobs so much. Like me, Aethod, hates mobs. And it's just like, oh, this feels disgusting. Like, they're going to catch him, break his knees, and drown him in the river. And it's not going to be like, yay, humanity. It's going to be like, oh, humanity at its worst, huh?
Oh, unpleasant.
This was not a victory. This was a...
I'm not capable of sending with someone, but what's the message you want? I know Daemaerius enough.
Where she is exactly, because we've got a time limit on us now.
You kind of see, as you're watching over at this mob begin to form, you see this kind of like chestnut-coloured horse coming in, and it's fairly obvious to you, Squash, and immediately so for Rhal. You see Daemaerius is coming in, just like pretty hard. She is riding quite fast. I think she knows she's supposed to meet you, and she's late.
Okay.
Hey, look, all we had to do was summon the mob to get her attention.
Hey, guys.
She gets off the horse and immediately just like, it's like, Rhal?
Yeah.
What is going on? Where is their mob forming? What is going on? Did you get in trouble? Squash, did you steal something?
What? No, I haven't stolen anything in a long time. Well, actually, technically, I stole something from Dacian, so that's really recent. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, but nobody cares about Dacian. What is going on?
I may have told the bar owner that Salt's the guy who ruined food. And
They're mad.
Okay.
he may be rallying most of the townsfolk to go murder him.
She shrugs. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
I think Squash just has a little bit of a defeated look on his face of like I have inner moral turmoil, but I get where you guys are coming from, and I don't have the arguments. It's like, yeah, you guys are right, but I don't like it.
Are we going with them? Do they know where he is?
The bar owner, Salt actually knew you were following him.
Ah, shit, I know he saw me.
The bar owner, when we asked about you, he told us about Salt instead, because Salt was asking around about you.
Damn it.
But luckily, Salt apparently told somebody his rough plans, so they're going to try to head him off at a Dusk Plateau, I think he said.
Maybe we should make Demi aware of the fact that he has that thing and what he can do, and maybe ask.
Fine.
Yeah, either ask her or Emil. Like, maybe the ones. Or Donna.
I'll send Demi a message real quick just to update her, and if she has a thought about it. But otherwise, they're heading him off in 2 days. How long is it from here to Balakboot? 5?
It's way more than that. Yeah, I think it is a fair few amount of days, even on a horse.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be something we're worrying about right now, but it's not great. Squash is gonna take 2 steps back and focus on the ring and send a message to Demi.
Yeah, sure.
Very simple one. There's a mob following Salt at this point. But we do think he has Kesa's hammer, and we're worried what he's trying to do with it on the way to Balakboot. Trampel might join the mob.
Oh, okay. Well, that's deeply concerning. Not Trampel joining the mob, but the mob forming
the
hammer
part.
The hammer part. Yes, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. Yes, the hammer part. That is extremely concerning. Huh. I will look into what damage you could potentially do.
Okay.
And see if maybe there's a way to locate the hammer. Because then we can locate Salt, and that way I can find him, or Trampel can find him, or someone who's, my boss can find him. Tell Trampel to leave it with me, and he says, I'm sending him a friend. Just be safe and let me know if you need anything.
Is somebody meeting up with Trampel here, in this town, whose name I've forgotten?
You see kind of appearing almost directly in front of you, so close, almost treading on your toes, Squash. You see Trampel's tabaxi friend just appear just straight in front of you. Yeah, I kind of sent him along now. You see Trampel and his friend just smile and reach over and hug each other.
Right. Thank you for that. Stay safe.
You too. Don't engage with Salt. You don't go. We want.
I know.
I'll look at the hammer. I'll just
Thank you. Squash points at the tabaxi Demi's looking into it. Sand reinforcement.
Got it.
You see Trempal and his boyfriend just kind of like, they converse very quickly in like what sounds like really cat language. You wouldn't recognize the language, but I'm going to say you know that's probably Tabaxi. And Trempal like smiles and he says to the pair of you, to the three of you, all right, well, we'll stick with the mob. You go on ahead. Someone there, as far as I know, should be able to send you back.
Fingers crossed. Worst case scenario, we have to bug somebody from the Mage Society.
Major Circle.
Major Circle. Thank you.
Right, yeah. Demi can always find me. All right. Good luck. And with that, he like raises his hands and you see him go through like some very quick motions and slam his hands together and you feel like a pull on the back of your navels. And you find yourselves standing in a small room. You see that there is a fire that is lit on one end of this room and the walls are made of stone. The floor is this very kind of like dark wood. And you become aware that you're immediately surrounded by a lot of dragonborns, by a lot of kobolds.
Do I recognize this room?
Yeah. You guys came here when you first arrived in Daemaerius.
Yeah, I thought so.
Rhal instinctively tries to like do the hood up thing and be more conspicuous, but he doesn't have his hoodie.
Literally everyone is looking at the three of you.
Oh no.
Hi. Squash looks to Aima and like, does being around Rhal make you socially awkward? Like he doesn't say that, but he's just like, wait a minute, I don't think you're usually socially awkward. Is this like going back home to your parents and you just completely shut down? Like, is this what is happening right now?
Yes, Mum. Yes, Dad. Yeah.
No.
Would they be here? No, they wouldn't be here. Yeah, like you don't really recognize anyone. You've seen like the odd dragonborn who've come to be like ambassadors and keep an eye on Monarch and such like. You don't recognize anyone here at all. And very quickly, Aima like establishes and asks like, "Hey, where's Wurunwa hanging at?" And basically, answer is where he always hangs out. Very quick conversation. Heading out of this little area of this small room, you find yourself standing in the open. It is incredibly windy here, and it almost takes all of you off your feet in a second. But it's once you get used to the gusts, you're kind of okay. It's not raining, it's not sleeting, it's just incredibly windy up here. And there's like a very thin layer of snow on the ground. You can see lots and lots of footprints all around. Aima heads towards a place where the pair of you have been before, into where Wurunwa was actually laying beaten and partially destroyed, where he gave up his dragon blood before and where you had a conversation with him, and where your Tabaxi friends, you last saw them. You wind your way down into the cave and Wurunwa is kind of laying on the ground. He looks much more healthy than he did before. You can see there's a bit of a sparkle in his eyes, and you can see that he's talking with your Tabaxi friend. You can see that a pair of them are talking, and there's a couple of kobolds that are kind of like conversing with them. Squash, you do not speak Draconic, do you?
No.
Dope.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of translations about to be happening.
Yeah, assume that someone will translate for and backwards, and you know that Wurunwa also speaks Common. So, yeah.
Rhal looks nervous. He's really focusing on his breathing.
Aima puts like a hand in like the small of your back and like does like little circles, and she's kind of like humming very, very quietly. And then all of you feel this kind of like rumbling in your chest as Wurunwa speaks.
I'm surprised to see you all again.
Hi.
Greetings.
How's it going?
Did we ever name your Tabaxi friend?
That's a great question.
Great question.
I think we did, because now I can speak.
Let me
to
very
him.
quickly check.
So I think we've had like a conversation.
Yeah, you see your friend down there conversing with him. And he says,
Do not think I am not grateful to see you, especially after all your help. But what can I do for you?
You want to go first, Squash?
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Squash steps forward and tries to raise his voice, assuming that he sounds like a mouse to something that big. The first is about Soulfire. Have you ever come in contact with it or learned about it? Because I believe it will have to be used in our battle against the Blissful Eclipse. And I have many friends that I wish to protect. And I would never be able to forgive myself if I didn't do everything I could, even if it means asking awkward questions.
I have not personally dealt with such, but I am well aware that Marnak may have the answers to your questions.
He was the more awkward person to ask, believe it or not.
More awkward than a dragon? Interesting.
His wife and child. The reason we wanted to ask you is we know you are a knowledgeable being, and we were thinking that maybe something like Rhal's belt, which can be kind of set to protect you to things, might be able to somehow be modified, amended, or pushed to protect against Soulfire.
Alas, no. Soulfire has sadly the same kind of rules as a normal fire. Not magical fire, normal fire. It needs air, fuel, and heat. If you can remove the fuel...
Yeah. Not exactly a wishful place to be.
No.
The other question I have for you is, and Squash gets out a little piece of paper where he wrote it down verbatim. A friend of mine, when they heard I was going to talk to a dragon, wanted me to ask, is a soul vessel the same thing as a body? I.e., can it provide the same level of insulation? And Squash, is ready to write down the answer.
I assume this is for someone studying Soulfire.
Yeah, she could be. She didn't mention that, but yeah, makes sense.
In some ways, yes. In certain situations, a soul vessel could be used in place of a reagent. In other cases, it's, well... In short, yes. But she would have to look into caveats. If she is asking me, it's probably one of those exceptions. For the most part, though, with a little help, yes.
You see him turn his head, and Squash, you have no idea what he's saying. But Rhal, you would know that he's sending off one of the kobolds to go get a vial and a needle. He looks back to you, Squash, and he says,
Is there anything else?
This is simply for my own curiosity, and feel free not to answer. But you fought Kels.
I did.
And Kels is still alive.
I do not know that.
If Kels is alive, they will be there at the fight.
She will be.
How does she fight?
Even as great fighters as you and your companions are, you cannot fight armies alone. The sheer number of strikes in a second will be enough to destroy you. She summons hordes. And she has no sense of fair play, honor, or mercy. Most folk save their energy, ramping it up over the course of a fight. She starts out to kill, and there are no prisoners for her. She has great knowledge. She has great power. She is unique in her abilities. It is why the gods chose to separate her into pieces and save her for the apocalypse.
And he looks at Rhal and Aemma and at you, Squash, all very, very intently.
If you are not careful, there is a possibility this may happen to even your generation. Here.
And you see him gesture to the kobold who's been busily doing stuff at his side. And the kobold kind of runs up very quickly, so you can tell that they're quite young. Mm-hmm. Their robes are just like they borrowed their dad's suit to try and look impressive. It's that little bit where it doesn't quite fit properly. And you can see that that they're running up towards you, and Squash, they give you a small vial of blood.
For your friend, in case she needs it.
Thank you. You're always a gracious host and polite company. And Squash takes a step back.
Time for me to piss him off.
Kind of
oh, he's going to kill me now.
You see the dragon kind of smile. You don't see the back teeth, but it is the awkward yes, of course. And yeah, his eyes slide over to Rhal.
I assume that Squash is not the only one with questions.
Rhal walks forward, drags himself forward, sheepishly making eye contact, but stands strong. When
Aemma keeps
stops.
Walking behind you.
Gets a more confident kind of posture about him. I wanted to check up and make sure things were okay, and if possible to bring my friend back to where his people are in the couple days before all this goes down. If you are done with him.
Your tabaxi friend looks at you and he says, I think I would like to stay.
Are you sure?
He nods and he says, I wanted to ask you for help to leave Falsum, to find a place where I could find new herbs and be left in peace and quiet. I have that here.
Okay. That's shortly up to you, and we were on way here. Good. Great.
Wurunwa says,
If you wish to stay here, there is a place we can set aside outside the village for you, so that you may come and go as you please. Whatever supplies you need are yours, as a thank you for saving my life.
And you see your tabaxi friend nod and kind of smile.
Great. Thank you for... Yeah. I also wanted to ask for your help in something.
Who are you looking at?
Wurunwa.
Okay, all right. Yeah. He kind of looks down at you and nods.
We've been doing a lot of traveling lately, and I've been to a lot of places, and I wanted to congratulate you. The leader of the fighters in Bellum is a dragonborn.
You see him genuinely smile.
However, you never put a sword in his hand. He was one of the sick. And I knew him. And I know we've had our differences in how things were handled, but I'm not here about any of that. because I can find the cure for this the best I can and do what I've been trying to do. But even if I succeed, I obviously don't want this to be brushed under the rug more than it has been. I want your help in helping me honor their lives, because you lost a lot of good people. This has hurt you as well, regardless of how much it's been brushed under the rug. I would like to be allowed to make a memorial of the spot where they are buried. I will build a statue there, and it would go a long ways to helping me put this behind us and not hold any resentment to our kind for anything. If you would have something made for the capital as well by one of your people. And Rhal kind of takes a step back as if he's done with his full addressing of what he wants.
You kind of like immediately bump into Amo, who just like kind of catches you with an arm around you. She's like, "Oh, too close, sorry." Wurunwa, you... No, I'm not going to make you an insight. That was really good, dude. You can tell that he looks very saddened. And it takes him a while to be able to speak. You're not sure if he's pondering your immediate engulfment in flames or if he's just trying to speak. But eventually he says,
I believe that is a very good idea. There are some promising youngsters who are better talented for artistic means than war. I think they would be glad of the opportunity to try and take steps to make this better for all.
Rhal has like a almost surprised expression, like he didn't expect this to go well.
and he says, like, he's kind of like looking up, so he's not catching like the joy that may be on your face, the surprise of, holy shit, I'm not on fire. And he goes on to say,
I understand that there have been problems in the way we have done things. I agree we should not forget this. We will see to it that the memorial built by your hands, or if not yours then others, and that memorial here in the capital will be visited by all the youngsters to learn. What is the name of the one who is the leader of Bellum?
Hagen.
He nods. He obviously doesn't recognize the name. I mean, there are thousands of you bastards. He's not going to remember you all. And he says,
We will ensure that Hagen and yourself and the others will be remembered the same, celebrated the same. And by my word as the last adult dragon in this world, we dragons will not have such a domain over people to force those choices again.
Wow. I can't thank you enough.
You should not. It is facing an actual apocalypse and receiving help from all. Breaking through what I have been taught is right and wrong is difficult. I should not be thanked for this. You should be thanked. You should be remembered.
No, not just me.
No.
and he does have a smile.
Not just you. There are many others who call Daemaerius home who should be remembered too. And your Tabaxi friend.
And he has a smile, because I'm laughing my ass off.
His name should not be forgotten either.
Thank you. It means a lot. I was excited to be able to end this, and then just after pondering it for a while, just got real I guess I got scared that, I would be ending the memory of it as well, It just, they would be gone and erased.
That would not be the right thing to do. Creatures like myself, the powers, the excuses that we place on others, upon power, upon gods. At the end of the day, we all choose to make these choices, and we should live up to them. I do not want this forgotten.
Thank you for making it right at the end.
It is all I can try to do.
Well, it's good to see you well again.
It is good to feel well, especially at my age.
Yeah. I hope things go well at the fight, and
So do I. For your sakes, as well as my own.
yeah. But I guess we'll see you there.
He nods.
If there is anything you require before you leave, you have only to name it.
Wait, where are we?
You're in a cave
Yeah, but like this
on
is
Daemaerius?
yeah, this isn't the Wurunwa, and this isn't the capital. This is somewhere off
No,
of
it's
the
like
capital.
it's like a
I think
yeah,
we
it's kind of like
discussed that last time.
in like it's in like the mountain range, kind of like off to the side of the capital. And he says,
It is not good news, Aema.
and you see his eyes like flick over to Aema, who's standing behind you, and he says,
Arthorin passed away a night or so ago.
Rhal
and
looks
you just
back
feel
at
like
Aema.
Aema-
Yeah.
you feel her heart like skip a beat in your chest. You see that her hands and her feet kind of like clenched. They're not like into fists, but they are like if her joints could turn white, they are, but they're not because she's a dragon. You can tell that it's definitely like in the chest. She says, "Thank you for letting me know."
Rhal's giving Aema a hug.
She definitely hugs you back, and like over your shoulder, she says,
Poor Aema.
"I don't want to know. Just tell me where." And he gives a location that's kind of just outside of the town. "I'm okay, Rhal. I think I just want to go see him. I'll be okay."
Are you sure? I can go with you.
She looks like she's trying to say that she's going to be okay, just repeating the same phrase, but she can't even get the words out. And she just takes your hand and squeezes it very, very tightly, like she doesn't want to let go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Squash is like giving you like a, don't you dare leave her alone. Look.
I know. Yeah.
Like Aema like takes you by the hand and just like, without even saying goodbye to Wurunwa, she's basically leaving, and she's going where she needs to go.
Thanks again. I gotta go. I hope you don't mind me sticking around for a bit.
You see Wurunwa just like, he's obviously watching you, and he nods and he says,
Yes, whatever you both need.
Thanks. Rhal does a little bow and turns to chase down after Aema.
You're not going to compliment him on his company?
You're a great dude, ladies. It's very easy to catch up with her, and it's very easy to go and be with her. As she kind of begins her mourning process, she doesn't really say anything at all for like the longest time. If you don't mind, I want to leave Rhal and Ama to their moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let them just have their moments.
Yeah.
Squash, are you going with them? Are you just going to find somewhere to sit down? You're going to find a GTFO ticket?
I think Squash will... I think Squash wants to ask Wurunwa one more question, like, just as like he's left alone with Wurunwa as they like run off. He's just like,
yeah.
There's like a awkward look on his face. I do have not a very serious question, but I do have another question.
You see Wurunwa like turn his giant head to look back up at you like he hadn't even realised that you hadn't left.
Sorry, I can leave.
No. What is it?
One of the Blissful Eclipse cultists has the Hammer of Kesa. And we're worried he might be able to do something like the rituals where they killed the gods. Do you think that's even possible? For the audience, V just rolled that dice and that scares the shit out of me.
I don't know if you'd know this information. I do now.
Until a few weeks ago, I did not think it was possible to kill a god. I did not think it was possible to carve off a piece of a god. And all that took were relics, magic, and people dedicated to their cause. What the Blissful Eclipse could do with a relic of a sentinel of our world, I cannot say for sure. What I thought were impossibilities are now fact. Someone with far greater magical knowledge than I should be sought.
Understood. Have you met the gods? Oh, that's a deep lore question for V.
I have met Kesa, but I have not met a god. My family has issues with gods.
I think I might not be here in a couple of days. So I feel like I need to tell somebody that may have some push or pull in the world. I think the gods they're obviously scared. And I think if we beat back the Blissful Eclipse, they may be angry at the mortals.
Take an insight check.
That's a 15. Not impressive.
He looks at you, and you see him almost imperceptibly nod his head.
These are not things that mortals should utter out loud.
I know.
Because it is obviously preposterous and impossible that the gods would take arm against us.
Of course. I'm sorry for being...
And as a person, Ansvarig, you are meant to be worried.
What did he just call me? Ansvarig?
Person Ansvarig.
Have I heard that before?
No, the other team have.
Ah, okay.
That's why I had to go find the nose.
I'm assuming that has something to do with the whole timekeeper thing.
A person of responsibility, yes.
Yeah. If that comes to pass, I will worry about it. However, dumb it is. But just needed to say it out loud to somebody who will probably be here once the fight is over.
Writing your insight of, was it 15?
Yep.
Versus his nat 1.
Oh.
You seem like tip his head and look down to the side like, yeah, he's not convinced he will.
Travel well.
Hi everyone, Rhal here. Thank you for listening to the episode. We hope you are enjoying the show. Thank you for joining us on the trip to what should have been my home. I have a special Patreon thanks to Siren. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. Our Patreon supporters have kept the lights on around here for some time now, so big thanks to all of our Patreon supporters. We really appreciate you. Our shows are also uploaded to YouTube. You can find our YouTube channel at Blighthouse Pods, I think, or you can just search Blighthouse Studios. You'll find us there. We are trying to work on some content and making some plans for the YouTube page to expand a bit, so give us a follow there, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can stay tuned to everything that we might be doing there in the future. Until then, all of our shows are available there, some extra little things, playlists for 4 top 3s and such, and a lot of the speed art that Casey has made for the show has been uploaded to the YouTube page as well, so go check that out. It's very neat. Thank you all again for listening to the episode. We hope you continue to enjoy the wonderful scenery of Daemaerius. I know I won't, but I hope you do. Thank you all for listening to the episode, and goodbye. Bye.
Oh, hey friends, it's me, your Dungeon Master, Russ Moore. You don't know me, but I'm going to introduce you to Dungeons & Dragons, where I play D&D with my friends, and they're going to become your friends because you're going to love us so much. I mean, maybe you won't love us, but we'll love you. And we just started Season 3, which means it's the perfect place to start with us. Let me give you a taste of the show in 42 seconds. Let's go!
You must have a flask.
He's got a satchel.
That's the most disappointed way I've ever heard anyone say the word satchel. How much is a donkey cost?
Russ, how much is a donkey cost?
The question everyone wants to know.
For 1 hour.
Concentration, so if you do another concentration spell...
It's abjuration, you doink.
It's concentration.
I mean, that sounds like exactly the sort of person you should probably tell your friends about. The kind that are there and say, like, weird, mysterious things and then just disappear.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
Also, he had 3 eyes.
Oh!
We're having this rager. I mean, Lich Astley and the Magic Missiles is going to be playing later tonight. Find out why Dungeons & Dragons has been downloaded more than 1 million times. Start listening to Season 3 today, anywhere fine podcasts are found, or at dumbdragons.com.